We are live and ready for BB23. What you saying, people? How's it going? The show is starting. Julie is welcoming us to the show. They're showing off the house. Who's ready? Who's your favorite? I know I got a few of my favorites. We're going to find out who the captains are, who the teams are. It's a live move-in. I think we're having live feeds tonight as well. I am pumped. We can cut this music here, I think, now. And just enjoy the show. Welcome back. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. If you're liking the stream, hit that like button. And let's get into it here. Let me give you guys just a little bit of a sync up so that you guys know where I'm at in the episode.
Moonves, welcome to Big Brother. For the next 90 minutes, we are completely live, which means anything can happen. In just moments,
anything can happen. That's right, Julie.
Begin a summer.
Let's pull this up. So as we have people moving in, as we have the teams all set up, we're going to have everything keeping track right up here on screen for you guys as well, so that we can kind of know who's teamed with who the captains are, who's going to be HOH. That's actually going to be a thing. We're going to find out that all tonight. And we're getting our first 4 house guests here. Looks like, is this Travis, Xavier. Let's see who else is going to be moving in here. Frenchie. And who's the 4th? Oh, it's my boy Derek. Let's go. Derek F. Those are going to be your first 4 here. And let's update this so you guys have an idea of what's going on. If I pull this up, we'll get our first 4 kind of front and center here so that you can kind of keep track of who is going to end up being in the first 4 moving in. I assume what they're doing here is 4 guys, 4 girls, 4 guys, 4 girls, and of some sort. That's going to be how they're going to move people in. And then if I save this, there we go. It's updated. Those are your first 4 in the house already. Hermit, what up, Hermit? Back at it again. We're going down that rabbit hole, BB23. It is a thing for sure. Derek F. Derek Frazier, son of the legendary Joe Frazier, Smokin' Joe. And first guy ever to beat Ali. I am hugely behind this guy. As a fellow Philadelphia native, Derek is my guy. Derek is my guy. Ride or die. Derek is my guy. We'll see how this goes, though. We'll see how it goes. I like him so far. We'll see what his personality's like. Looks like he's having some mimosas. Some mimosas with his family. Which you love to see. He's doing the Rocky stairs. He's doing the Rocky stairs. He's got the Frazier robe on. I'm loving it. I'm loving Derek. He's the man. So anybody in chat, do you have any early preseason favorites as we're getting introduced here to Frenchie, the farmer, who apparently is pretty well known in BB Twitter, right? He's somebody that people have known about, people have interacted with before. I have some little inside info from someone who knows him a little bit more personally that he wants to start a big alliance called the Slaughterhouse. I don't know if that will get approved or not. And he also wants to have a final 2 called the Butchers. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if that works out for him or not. But if those 2 alliances do get formed, you heard it here first. And yes, we will be doing our alliance charts again this season. So throughout the season, I'll be making an alliance chart, updating who's aligned with who, what teams are with what, so we can kind of keep track, especially early on. And now we've got Xavier, the lawyer, another one of my early favorites. I do like Xavier a lot. I think he seems like a really smart person, but I think he's going to know there's certain things you have to do in this game, and you have to be a little cutthroat. So I think he's fully aware of all that. He says he wants to avoid a showmance. He says he doesn't want one. We'll see. We'll see how that goes, Xavier. I think you're going to be a hot commodity in there. From everything I've seen on Twitter, the girls are going to be going crazy over Xavier. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, though. He's got some skills on the basketball court, though. He's definitely showing those off. Your first 4, getting ready to move in. Give you guys another little sync up here.
As you know, in this game, every decision can be very risky. Whom to align with, whom to betray, when to lie low, and when to make a bold move. Well, get ready, because this summer you will be forced to take extreme risks for huge rewards like no other house guest in the history of the...
So that's the thing. There's apparently going to be a lot of offers to the house guests this season, right? So like I think one that's going to be happening tonight is the double or nothing for the first HOH. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, they're going in. They're headed in. They're heading in, and they're going to compete right away, kind of like they did for BB22 on All-Stars. First 4 would compete against each other in a competition. I think we're getting that here as well. They're in the house, baby. They're in the house. It's a thing. Let me see here as well. I'm going to set up so I can give you guys a little peek at what's going on here and there. Let me cut to this real quick. Do a window. See. Try and fix this up here. There we go. Oh, they're checking out the... Oh, they already have all the pictures on the memory wall. So the first 4 are actually getting a peek at what the other house guests look like before they're even in the house. That is, that's interesting. Julie's pushing them to the backyard. Let me get this set up so I can give you a peek at what it looks like. Actually want to do this. Give you guys a little sync up.
Second, if you win, you'll also be eligible to compete to become head of household later tonight. The HOH is the most powerful position in the house, and it guarantees your safety for the week. Here's how this game works. Next to you are travel posters advertising the BB Beach Club, but they are not quite correct. On my go, you must rearrange the plexiglass images on your stand so that when you look through, it matches the correct travel poster on the easel behind it. The first house guest to do this correctly and buzz in will win this kickoff competition. Everyone understand? Go!
As they're starting the first competition here, it's kind of like a puzzle that they gotta do. I'll mute that up so that we don't have to worry about that. I ruined almost everything with our little watch window here. Just fixing it for you guys so I can share the screen a little bit with you. Let's do that. Change it to that, put it to that. Why does it not seem to want to work? Frenchie was incorrect. He did not get it right. Let's just add a new one. See if we can fix it this way. Don't know why it doesn't seem to want to share it with you guys. Frenchie wins! Frenchie wins! He is your first captain for the night. I don't know why it's not working and not wanting to share the screen with you guys. Let me see. See, it does it that way. All right. All right. I got it fixed. I got it fixed. Here we go. We are heading into a commercial break anyway, though. And I'll be able to catch up with chat in just a minute here. So yes, Frenchie is... Oop, as I'm moving the whole thing here again. Sorry, everybody, for a little bit of technical difficulties as I get this set up. But trust me, it's going to be worth it in the long run as, again, we head to our first commercial break of the evening. I want to just mess with this. Why won't it let me just mess with this? All right, let's move this out. Sorry, everybody. As I try and fix this here. Nope. There we go. Now I should be able to fix this here. There we go. This is better. This is better. Trust me, guys. I'm a pro. I totally got this. I'm totally going to make it perfect for you all. So at least you get an idea of what the competition's going to look like every so often. What's actually happening on my screen. There we go. We'll fix this. And then we'll put this right here. Do all that. Put this here. How's that look? How's that look? Almost got it. Almost got it. That's going to be good enough. It's going to be good enough as I give you a little sync up here as we head back to the
live
episode.
Big Brother premiere event. Just moments ago, the first 4 house guests moved into their new summer home.
You can see what the front of the house looks like, very similar to what last year looked like as well.
Who's moving in next? It's time to find out.
So we're going to get our next 4 moving into the house. And in the meantime, we can do this. You can get rid of that. And let's adjust our captains here. So, our first captain is Frenchie, who won the first competition. Also, didn't see chat there, but Monty, what up, Monty? How are you? Says, I so glad to watch with you. I'm glad to watch with you as well, Monty. Welcome back on in. Hope everything's going well. I'm ready for a crazy summer. So it looks like Azah is moving on in this group. And I'll get this all up for everybody in just a second. We'll move these guys over here for now, since they're moved in, but they're not part of a team. And I'll put Azah up here. Who else is moving in? Azah says no showmances. She is not up for a showmance. She's picking out the competition one by one, she says. Oh, who we got here? Britini? Is this Britini? We'll update this in a meanwhile. So you guys can see we've got Frenchie up there as our first captain. We got Azah moving in, and we have Britini moving in. Who will be the other two part of this group? We're going to find out. Britini is apparently a black belt. She is a black belt. Oh, she is someone who has autism, and she is proud of it, right? She wants to show and be an example. We had last season Ian finally reveal that he actually has the diagnosis of autism as well. Alyssa is our next person heading on in with this group. Let me just adjust this here as we get ready for our next group moving in. Apparently Alyssa has moved out at the age of 17. That's interesting. So she's been very independent for most of her life. Yeah, you're going to need a poker face, Alyssa. If you wear your emotions on your face, you're going to need a poker face in this game. That's 100%. And we got Whitney. Whitney is our next person moving on in the second group, who will be competing for the second captain position. Let's move these all down and save. There we go. We are fully updated there. You can see that is our next four that are moving in. Azah, Britini, Alyssa, and Whitney. One of them will be the next captain along with Frenchie. And then we will get the draft of who will be teamed with who for... We'll see how long in this season. At the very least, it might be the first half, like till jury, that we might have these teams going. But we'll see. Maybe one team gets just completely dominated and wiped out. Who knows? Three Sheets Marie, what up? Hey, looks like there may be some romance this season. Possibly. But also some of the house guests are very against the whole showmance idea. A lot of these are fans, right? So, oh, apparently no gamblers at all. Julie just asked them if they're gamblers, and they were like, mum. Completely mum. Give you guys a little sync up here.
Are you ready to move in?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, we got that going. All right, when you enter the house, don't dilly-dally. Go straight to the backyard where you will battle each other in your very first competition.
I don't know if they're going to see
Sound
the
good?
boys that moved in already.
Great. Then the house is...
We'll see. Let's give you a little look as they head on into the house here. The first four ladies to move in. Here they go. I really do like the design of the house this year. I think it looks really nice. I like the colors. I like the blue. I like the whites. They say that and then they're under the covers. You're right, Marie. You're right. They like to talk a big game, but they don't always show it. I like the DR. The DR looks pretty cool too. I might have to grab a screen of that, make that my new background here. Oh, the four boys are up at the top watching. They're up at the top watching. That's pretty cool. That's a look at the DR there. But you see the boys up top there. They're looking down at them. They got a little balcony. I wonder if that's not gonna be open the whole season. That's not gonna be open the whole season, the balcony. There's no way they let them have that. There's no way. But there you can see that's the puzzle that they have here. It's kind of like a plexiglass thing where you slide things in and out to make it look like the correct one. Let's see. Hermit says, I would enjoy a no showman season. That is a good thing about celeb. Yes, that is true, Hermit. You don't really get a lot of those showmances in the celebrity seasons. Leo, what's up? How's it going? Welcome on back. And yes, Hermit, that's the Dr. Will balcony. That's where they are. They're looking down from the Dr. Will balcony. It looks like they have a little bar up there and everything. They're chilling. They're really chilling up there. Here's an idea of what the puzzle's kind of like, right? So you have to slide the things in and out to make it look right. Brittany thinks she has it. Maybe not. Maybe. We'll see. I like how all the girls pretty much took their shoes off. They've all taken their shoes off. So they can move around quicker. Who's going to be able to do it? Nope. Looks like Azah is incorrect here because she's got the girl sitting on the bed still. Brittany thinks she has it. She hits the button. But she is wrong. She is wrong. Who is that? Whitney? Whitney thought she had it, but she doesn't have it either. I think Alyssa, I think she might have it, but she hasn't hit the button. Nope, she hit the button. She's still wrong. Whitney! Whitney is your next captain. She gets it right, and she's grabbing her heels. So let's update this here. Let's give Whitney the captaincy here. We'll move her over here along with Frenchie. As we're getting ready to head to our next commercial break here. But we do have our first 8 house guests in the house. We have our first 2 captains. And we're going to have to find out here who... I would assume it's going to be the boys moving in next, right? Kind of alternate. Another 4 boys that are going to move in to try and be a captain. Let's save this here. Give you the updated status of what's going on. Frenchie, your first captain. Whitney, your second captain. We will see. We will see what's going to happen. New grand prize? I actually didn't hear that. Did they say that? They say that it's $1 million now? Because I was still under the impression that it was still just $500,000 that they're going for. But, hey, if they've upped the grand prize, that is awesome. It's long overdue for them to actually do that. Because, I mean, why not? Right? Why not? But, again, we are here in our second commercial break of the evening as we wait for the next group to move on in. Who do you guys like so far? Right? Are there any preseason favorites that you guys have? I want to hear from you guys who you think. Me personally, I do have kind of 4 picks of people I like. One who came out of nowhere and is now one of my top picks to win this game just from things I've heard. The others are people who I've already had pretty good feelings about. Let's see. Hello there. Hey, hello there. How are you? Welcome on back. We got your favorites are Azah, Claire, Hannah, and Derek X. I'll tell you, 2 of them are in my 4. 2 of those people that you've named are in my 4. So my 4 that I like are Derek F, Derek Frazier, and here actually I'll move my 4 into who I like here. I also like Xavier, I also like Claire. And I also like Derek X. Now, I did like Azah. Azah is like maybe like the 5th. She's like the 5th person I like. I think she's got a really good idea of what needs to be done. But here, let me update this and show you the 4 that I like. Those 4 right in the middle there. Derek F, Xavier, Claire, and Derek X. Those are some of my favorites right now to really go far in this game, to really do well, and I think have a really good chance of winning the game. But we'll see. We'll see. You never know. It's hard to go off of preseason bios and picks, and once they get into the house, it's a whole different story. You don't know how it's going to go, but we'll see. Those are some of my 4 right there, and we'll just update this again. Again, the people up on the top right of your screen, that are the 6 that have moved in that aren't captains. The ones with the C's, they are captains. We got Frenchie and Whitney. Those are our first 2 captains. As we're back again. We're back again. I'll give you guys a little sync up here.
Their first competition. It's time to meet the next group of 4.
Yes. Go, big brother, 23. Oh my God! Surprise!
Are you serious?
Yes! I'm coming! This right here is the ticket.
My name is Kyland. I am an account executive at an app company, and I currently live in Venice, California.
Come on, Shay.
I volunteer with a lot of different nonprofits, but one that I'm really proud of, I'm actually on the board called Urban Saddles, bringing inner city kids and their families to the ranch to learn different life skills, be a well-rounded person. I'm not easily defined because I grew up in 2 different cultures, my African-American side and my Mexican-American side. I learned a lot of my work ethic from my grandfather. He immigrated from Mexico when he was young and inspired me and always told me like, hey, I want you to learn how to work, but I want you to do better. I embrace every corner of life, so I definitely don't fit in one box, and Pauline agrees.
I am Christian, and I am a general contractor's assistant. False alarm, false timber. Right now, I live in Harmonton, Connecticut with my parents. Nothing against them, but I'm 23 years old, so I think it's time to get out. There's absolutely nothing to do here, so I make my own fun. Oh, God.
Thank you. I muted myself. I muted myself as I cracked open my energy drink.
I am single. I think a showmance, it's gonna happen. My curl hair is gonna turn some heads. People are gonna want to touch it.
But we're getting introduced to the next 4 moving on in. It's 4 guys.
I am a physical threat,
but what I was saying there, I was reading off some of your chats.
People are gonna underestimate me.
Pretty much Monty saying not sure of the names, and I completely understand there, Monty. It's a lot of names to learn. It's a lot of people to learn.
And I work with influencers.
It takes a while to start getting used to it.
And we help turn the videos into meal kits.
Yeah, I saw you, Dana. I saw you, Dana. I was a little behind, but I saw you guys.
I was super nerdy. That all
Thank
changed
you.
when I
I
went to college.
appreciate it.
I did it the old-fashioned way.
So yeah, it's a lot of people to learn right off the bat, so I understand that.
Transition glasses, so that's
hard to
didn't
learn
hurt
all
either.
names just
Hell
yet.
yeah, I played state.
Hello there says she likes Derek X and Claire. I agree. Dana says she also likes Claire. You say that those 4 are promising, and I agree. I like my 4. Derek F.
My parents are super supportive, but they would love me to be a doctor, of course. Maybe a lawyer. Maybe that would pass too.
Claire is one
at first definitely did not want me to go on this show.
Right, or added into the cast.
I told him that I wouldn't come home with 500,000, or I wouldn't come home
Claire
at all.
was,
Don't come back.
We'll mute these guys so you can hear me a little better, as they're just doing their intros there. But Claire was one who got added as an alternate. She replaced Christie, who I also kind of liked Christie. I wasn't 100% sure how Christie was going to do, right? But I did like her. I did think she was going to be an interesting character in Houseguests this season. But she sadly tested positive and had to be removed from the house and removed from the cast. And that really kind of sucks. I hope that at some point she gets another chance to be in there, because it really sucks to get your spot in the house taken away from not being evicted. And it's not in a competition. It's not a twist. It's just a test, right? It was a positive test. Nothing really she did. As far as I'm aware, she was fully vaccinated. She followed all the protocols. It happened, right? And they have to be safe. They have to be safe when they're moving everybody in. Give you guys a little sync up here
And
again.
Congratulations on making it here tonight.
Show you these four. From
Each of
left
you
to right,
now
we
stands
have
a 1
Brent,
in 16
Kyland,
chance of winning Big Brother.
Who's next?
Pretty
Who's
good
next?
odds.
There's Kyland.
Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Derek
Okay,
X,
well, there
and
is
then
no time
Christian.
to waste.
Those are
So,
your
as soon
next
as you enter the
four
house,
moving into the
immediately
house. They're going to then compete in that same competition, that one sliding the plexiglass pieces in and out, that puzzle. So we'll see how this goes and who's going to be our next captain. There's the four moving on in. And they have these little inserts, these little diary room inserts they're showing. And I do like the diary room. It's subtle change. It's a subtle change, a repaint, a darker blue. But those ring lights, I really kind of dig it. I like it. Anybody who was here during BB can see that I also have updated my lighting in the back as well. Kind of giving it some new vibes, some new digs. Added some extra little knickknacks over here as well. Got my little Mandalorian over there. Yeah, so they have the rest of the cast up there on the Dr. Will balcony. They should officially name it that. They should officially name it the Dr. Will balcony. I'm with you, Hermit. I'm with you. Would anyone throw this first comp? It seems so important, as we saw last year. Hey, you know what? You're right, Dana. You're right. It is a really important competition, especially when it's not exactly HOH. It's a captaincy, right? Like, it's your chance to win an HOH. I don't know. Maybe if like you really thought like, look, I'm going to be a competition beast, and oh, Christian is smart. Look at Christian. Hold on. Let's pull this up here so that you guys can see. Christian actually he pulled all of them out and he laid them on the ground. And it is a different picture, so it's not exactly the same picture. But if they show Christian here on the end, he pulled all of them out and he's doing the puzzle on the ground instead of doing it in the board. That is smart. That is really smart. As you see, some of them are struggling as they get it in and out there. Christian is skyrocketing right now, in my opinion. He is maybe someone that you really have to watch for. You really have to watch for Christian right now. And maybe that's kind of the thing where that would be why you would throw something like this. You don't want them to realize, oh, Christian's good. He's good at competitions here. Because I bet you that's what all of them up top are thinking right now. Like, oh, why didn't we do it like that? So let's see if he gets it right here. Which I think he will. He does. Christian nails it. Christian dominated that. He dominated that competition. Absolutely dominated it. Like nobody else even went to the button. So let's give Christian his C here. Let's give Christian his C. Yeah, Christian might have just put a big target on his back, though, too. Because it's not just those guys that saw how well he just did. The whole house got to see how well he did. So that could potentially put a pretty big target on his back. We're going to see. We're going to have to see. Exactly, Dana. He could be one to watch for. He 100% could be one to watch for. It's kind of an advantage then to go in the first group since no one really gets to see how good or bad you are. That is true, Leo. That is true. Oh, you're mad, lover. Why you mad? Why you mad? Because Christian won? Did you like somebody else in that group that you wanted to see be the HOH? Can't watch the show because I have the wrong subscription. Oh, no. What do you have a subscription to? So what you need to be able to watch like along with us, is Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is what you really need. That gives you access to the shows. It gives you access to the live feeds, which I believe are starting tonight. We will get live feeds. And it should give you everything you need. I have the $5 plan. Is that the non-commercial free one? Because that's what I have. I have the one that has commercials, right? And I'm still able to watch. So I don't know. Maybe it's something else. But I was actually lucky. So I got like a deal on it. It was Amazon was having a special during Amazon Prime. It was like 99 cents for 2 months. So I have it set up. You get commercials for $5.99. And yeah, Hermit, you get to watch it, right? That's the plan you're on. I think you're on the same plan as me, Hermit. So yeah, Lover, you should be able to watch it. You know what I would do? I would contact them. I would give them an email. They might have like a hotline number that you could call. I would see if maybe you could get it switched over and be like, look, I'm already paying $5. Can I pay $5.99 and switch over to the plan where I get to watch? And maybe they can work something out for you. I feel like they would do that. It's not like you're being asked to upgrade to like a $10 plan, right? I feel like they should be able to help you out with that. Because you're paying literally like 99 cents less to not be able to watch. That doesn't seem fair. So let's update this here. As we're already back from a commercial break. That was a nice short one. But we're going to get our next 4 here moving on in. The last 4 here are the women. The last women to be moving in. We've got Hannah, Tiffany, I'm blanking on Sarah, and Claire. Those are your last 4. And yeah, I know their names already. I've been looking over them a lot, trying to figure out all little details when I was doing the video, trying to figure out who I like, who I don't. So I have gotten to know their names pretty well so far. But I still forget some of them. Like Sarah, who's being introduced to us now. She's apparently a scientist of some sort, some kind of chemist. Seems like she's smart. I don't know. I feel like she could be the Victoria to a Derek, right? Who just gets dragged to the end, thinking she's part of something, but not. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes with her. Live feed start in 4 hours. Hermit says 4 hours. So yeah, what they're going to do, I guess, is show it to us on the East Coast, show it to the people on the West Coast, and then once the West Coast is done, that's when the live feeds will go live for everybody. Which, by the way, let me see here. Let me pull up something here for you guys and throw it in chat. If you are unaware, I do have a Twitch channel. It is very similar to my name here. Pop it in the chat here for everybody. Twitch.tv/Ori Streams. If you head on over there, give me a follow. You can keep up with all the stuff that I do over there as well as here on YouTube. In fact, immediately following this, I'm going to be heading on over. Every Wednesday, we do these like little Fortnite streams where me and some buddies all get together and we play a few games of Fortnite. But what we're going to be really doing while we're over there is not only playing Fortnite, but talking about Big Brother, right? We're going to be talking about, the season premiere. We're going to be waiting for the live feeds to come on. In fact, once the live feeds do come on, I'm probably going to stay live a little bit on Twitch, just watching the first few hours of it. We'll see how long and how tired I get by that point. But I'm definitely going to be checking out when they start, when they go live, and talking to you guys about it. I'm going to be on there quite a lot. Not only do we do Wednesday night Fortnite streams, we do these Saturday night community nights, actually along with a Big Brother alumni Alex Au from BB19. You guys might know her. She's a pretty good friend of mine that I've met on Twitch. And we do these things like Among Us. If you might have heard of that game. There's this other game called Goose Goose Duck, which is very similar. So we do these kind of community nights where, hey, maybe even you guys could get a chance to play along with us during some of these games. And I actually hear some people already following over there. We got, I missed the name, but thank you for the follow. Your name just appeared on screen if you followed over there on Twitch. One of them are my uncle, says Billy. Oh, Billy, wait, one of the, oh, and we got Glitter and Cake following on Twitch as well. So, Billy, are you telling me one of the house guests is your uncle? Very cool. Very cool. You don't have to share at who exactly is your uncle if you don't want to. You don't have to tell us who it is, but that is very cool. That is very cool. We're still being introduced here to the women. Tiffany is being introduced right now. Oh, Tiffany is working out hard. She's throwing tires around. She's pulling a sled. She is tough. I'm loving it. Dana says, can't wait. I'm curious to see what the house dynamics are. I am as well, Dana. I'm interested to see how these people are going to mix.
A risk taker.
Julie keeps asking people like whether they're a risk taker
for sure,
or if they're a gambler.
No, but all right, Tiffany's saying definitely. Well, excellent for those of you who are, because this summer is all about taking risks, and you'll be taking a lot of them if you plan on winning this game. So think about that. Are you ready to get things started?
Ripped up jeans.
Okay. Once inside, head immediately to the backyard for your first competition, which is waiting for you, so
Claire.
Head on in.
There's Claire. Claire is maybe my dark horse. I think Claire could be a really big force in this game.
Okay, watch.
Here they are moving on in. Your last 4 house guests. Which one of them will be the last captain? And then after this, we're going to get the draft. And they're going to pick teams, and we're going to find out who's on which team, what that's going to do for the dynamics. Dana, as we were just talking, what the dynamics are going to be like in the house. We're going to find out what it's like with the teams, right? How that dynamic is going to change things. Will 2 teams end up teaming up together? Who knows? Who knows? As they head on out, you can see all the other house guests up there on that balcony. Looking over. They are excited. Irene, how are you? How are you? Welcome on in. We are watching the last 4 house guests get ready to compete in this competition. Once again, same competition. And we're going to have to see here who does well, right? Who's going to be the one to do this really well. So far, Christian's been the best. Christian has been the best with this competition and really nailed it. Let's see. What do we think of the house decor? I love it, Dana. I really like it. I think it looks really good. I love the colors of it. I really like the sharks in the kitchen as well. And these ladies are underway trying to solve this puzzle. But yeah, I really like the house so far. Billy, as far as my favorites so far, I really like Derek F. I really like Xavier. I like Derek X. And I like Claire. Those are probably my top 4. If I had to go 5, I'd say Azah. Azah would be my next one. I'm good in Jersey. Yes, been watching on TV. Love it. Love it, Irene. Lover says, I like it. The house decor, right? Yeah, they love the living room, the kitchen, the bathroom. I do feel a little sad that we got rid of that hallway that goes from the bathroom to the kitchen. That's always led to some really cool, not just moments, but just visuals, right? There was that really cool shot of Bailey reacting when the fight started last season, right? And she was like, and we only got that because of that long hallway. So I do miss that, But otherwise, I agree. I really like the design of all the rooms. The only room I don't like is the one with the coral. It's got a big piece of coral in the middle. I don't like that one that much. Let's see who's doing well here. Claire! Claire dominates that competition. Not as well as Christian, I don't think. Maybe it was quicker. I'm not sure. But Claire's your next captain. I told you guys, she is maybe a little bit of a dark horse here, and she will be your 4th captain. So let's update our little graphic here. Give Claire her C. And add her to the captains over here on the side. And then we're going to be drafting teams. We're going to try and figure out who is going to be teamed with who. Let's move these guys all over. Give these guys over here as we get ready to draft. Now, here's the question. If you were a captain, who would you pick? Who would be your first pick? Right? Obviously, you can't choose any of the 4 captains. We got Frenchie, Whitney, Christian, and Claire. But of the other players over there on the right, who would be your first pick? Who would you pick? Would you go with one of the strong guys? Would you go with one of the girls? Who would you pick? Dana saying, yes, let's go Claire. Awkward bed. Yes, right, Dana? It's so awkward. Like, your feet are going to be hitting that coral all night. It's almost like the have-not room that's not a have-not room. It's got to be so uncomfortable. I don't understand why they did that. Like, move the beds a little further out so that your feet aren't getting scratched up by coral. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see who's going to end up on which team, which captain's going to pick who. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. I think, right, if I was a captain, if I was one of these 4 captains, my first pick, I think, I'm going to be honest here because I'm not going off of who I actually like info, just off the visual. If I was one of the captains, I would want Xavier on my team. Because I would rather someone like that working with me than working against me. Because I feel like he's going to be a good comp threat. Maybe my second pick might be like someone like Kyland. Or even a Travis or a Brent. But I think Xavier might be the clear number 1. I think. Whoever came closest to beating me in the competition. Yeah, you're right. That's a good one, Hermit. That is a good one, Hermit. I agree, Irene. That is a good answer. Whoever came closest to beating you. Because at least then you know they're in there with you. The only thing is, I don't think there was many, like, close calls. I think it was pretty much whoever won. And there wasn't really, like, a lot that were close behind. So this one was a little hard to tell who was the closest. Oh my God, how do you know all these people's names already? Again, Irene, I dove deep into these people trying to figure out who I liked, who I didn't. I've read over their bios multiple times. I even put together a little video kind of talking about some of the house guests, my first impressions of them. Since then, I've gone deeper and deeper, trying to find out as much as I can about them. I'm still not perfect. I still blank every so often on some of their names, but I have gotten it down a little bit. We are in a commercial break here. As we wait to head on back, we still have to do the draft. We still have to do an HOH competition. And I believe the HOH is then getting an offer, some kind of another twist in the game. Where it's supposed to be some kind of double or nothing offer where I believe what it's going to be is they're going to get the chance to compete in the next HOH as well. And maybe if they fail this offer in some way, whether it's like some kind of competition or a game of chance, whatever it is that they do to get this double or nothing offer, if they fail it, I think what it means is they can't play in the next 2 HOHs, right? Like, I think it's something along the lines of that. We'll see how it all plays out. But we do have the draft, HOH, and some kind of offer to the HOH still to come in this episode. It's already a wild summer. It is a wild summer already. We're getting feeds later tonight. It's going to be good. I'm excited. I'm glad that Big Brother is back. As Julie comes and welcomes us back here, I'll give you guys a little sync up.
Frenchie, Whitney, Christian, and Claire.
And that is the order that I have it listed right here
competition.
on the side, on the left-hand side there.
Don't know
Frenchie,
is that this summer,
Whitney,
they will be
Christian,
playing the
and
game
Claire.
in
Those are your
teams
4
of
captains.
4. And the winners of the earlier competition.
I actually came pretty
are
close
now
to the
team
colors that they
captains.
chose.
Let's head
I
to the
came
backyard.
pretty close to the colors they
shake
chose.
things up.
Green for Claire.
Hello again,
apparently Whitney got
Houseguests.
blue. Red did go to him,
Welcome
but yellow
to
for
Club
Frenchie.
BB's open air casino.
I came pretty close to the colors they chose.
Okay. And
You can see
congratulations
they got the
again
colors
to
next to 'em.
Frenchie,
Red,
Whitney, Christian, and Claire
and there's green
for
for
winning
Claire.
your individual kickoff competition.
That's pretty good.
Now,
if you look here,
I
the
told
colors
you
of the seas.
all that by winning, you would
pretty
receive the power.
See you later,
to change
Irene.
the
Thanks for
course of the
hanging on
game.
out. Make sure
And
you
it's
join
time
us
to find
tomorrow.
out
There's another
how.
episode tomorrow. I'm going to be live for
This
that one as
summer,
well, since it's kind
you
of
will
a
all
2-night
be
premiere type
playing
of
the
a
game
thing. And then every
teams
Thursday, I'm going to be live right
of
here as
4.
well. Also, anyone, if you have not done so, make sure you follow me over on Twitch as
Hearing
well.
some mixed
Where sometimes we're
reactions.
playing games, sometimes we're going to be
All
talking about the feeds when we're not live
That's
here on
right.
YouTube.
Well, it's Big Brother. All right. Frenchie.
All right, we've got the draft coming up here. Who gets first pick, I'm wondering?
Each team captain will hit their button to activate the slot machine. Big Brother will then present you with 2 options. You will then learn a little about the house guests revealed. Then you will choose which of the 2 you want on your team.
Oh.
The next captain will then see.
Oh, okay. So it's not an open pick. You don't get free reign to pick whoever you want. You get 2 options, right? So they're going to hit the button. 2 house guests are going to appear on the slot machine. And then you have to pick one of those 2. That's interesting because that creates a lot of animosity a little bit, right? Like if you're one of the captains, you have to pick between one of these 2 people. And it's exposed to the rest of the house, right? Like you have just made a choice on who you like between 2 people. So let's see who Frenchie has to end up playing and picking from. So you can see here, they're giving him Hannah. And they're giving them Azah. He has to pick between Hannah and Azah. Exactly, Leo. Exactly. Right? Like, this is a hard choice because now it makes Frenchie in that spot where he has to pretty much make an enemy. Oh, Frenchie took the Queen Azah. Azah, his first pick. All right. Now, Whitney will have to choose. Let's update this here. She is having to choose between Brent and who? Travis. Brent and Travis. That is who Whitney will have to choose from. Oh, Travis is cute, she says, but she went with Brent. I thought she was going to go there, hello, but she went with Brent. Christian up next. What are his options? He has to choose between Alyssa and Tiffany. Alyssa and Tiffany, Christian's choice. The top two right there on the right. He's going with Alyssa. He's going with Alyssa. Let's save this and update it. Keeping you guys updated on who's on which team. Yeah, she's being strategic, right? She's not just going with the pretty face. All right, Claire's turn. Who will she have to pick from? I'm assuming two boys. Kyland. And Xavier. Who will she go with? This is a tough choice. Kyland or Xavier? She went with Kyland. That is her pick. That's a tough choice because both of those guys seem like they're strong competitors, right? So it's like I don't think she could have gotten wrong picking one of those two. Frenchie gets his round to pick. Let's see who he ends up going with. It's going to be between... Oh, she goes as Sarah Beth. She doesn't just go as Sarah. She's going as Sarah Beth. And Britini. Sarah Beth and Britini. I think I would end up going with Britini. I think if I had a pick, I'd go with Britini. Yup, and that's what he does. He goes with Britini. He goes with Britini. Whitney's second pick coming up here. Let's see who she goes with. We'll save this with the update. So Derek X and Derek F. It's the battle of the Dereks. Who do you choose? Who do you choose? I know who I would pick. She took Derek X. She took Derek X. I would have chose Derek F, although I do like Derek X as well. I think you can't go wrong with either of those picks. I think they're both good picks. As far as competition-wise go, probably the safer pick to go with Derek X. Maybe. But I think as far as who I think has a good chance of winning, I think Derek F would have been the pick. So we don't have many people left to choose from. Let's I adjust this here. We've only got 6 house guests left. Still on the board. We've got, let's see here, Xavier, who is going to be a steal. Whoever ends up getting Xavier on their team, which I imagine will either be Christian or it will be Frenchie or Claire. Because Whitney here already has 2 guys. She already has 2 guys on her team. And you have to have another girl on your team, right? Frenchie still has room for a guy. He has to have a guy on his team. Christian still has room. He can pick one of each. And same with Claire. She can have a guy and a girl that she can pick from still as well. Xavier is definitely going to be a steal. I think he's a top choice that hasn't been picked yet. And it's interesting the way they're doing it, right? It's not that straight up schoolyard pick'em, right? And in a way, it's kind of good for people like a Britini and people like a Sarah, who I think would have been very low picks, right? I think they would have went extremely low if it was just a straight pick'em, right? But because they were forced to choose between 2 people, they had to not only make an enemy almost right away, right? But also it makes it so that the better players get spread around a little bit more, right? I think I like how they ended up doing it. Like, one team isn't going to be super stacked, I don't think. If that makes sense. But we are in another commercial break here, waiting to head on back. I'm liking it so far, and I'm just glad that Big Brother's back. It always leaves just a little bit of a hole in my heart when I don't have Big Brother to watch and pay attention to. I really was excited with Big Brother Canada 9. That was a really good season. Anybody who didn't watch that, you really missed out on some really great TV. As we come back here to the episode. Give you another little sync up here.
Let's return to the backyard and finish drafting teams. Hello again, house guests. All right, it is time to finish the team picks. Christian, go ahead and hit your button to see your 2 options.
All right, who's Christian going to get to choose from here? Xavier. He's saving himself for Zingbot. Derek F. I think this is an obvious choice. He took Xavier. All right, that's already looking like a pretty stacked team. I'm not going to lie. Christian's team is looking really good. It's looking really good right now. Biba Australia was good this season, worth watching. Marie, that's what I heard. I didn't get a chance to actually check it out, but I heard that Australia was really good. Sarah Beth or Tiffany will be the choice for Claire. Let's see who she ends up taking. Tiffany. Good choice, Claire. I think that's a good choice. Tiffany joins Claire and Kyland. We've got 4 house guests left to choose from. Okay, so I'm assuming Frenchie's going to get a choice between Travis and Derek. I'm guessing he's going to take Travis. Yeah, it's going to be Travis or Derek. And he has to choose a guy. So I'm assuming he's going to take Travis. That means that Derek will end up going to Claire's team. Oh, he took Derek! He took Derek, which means Travis will end up going to Team Claire. And now Whitney will get the choice between Sarah and Hannah. Poor Derek F not getting picked twice, honestly, would be me. The same with me, though. I feel you, Leo. I feel you. Yeah, good for Derek, right? Like, he got picked. I'm glad he got picked. So Hannah and Sarah Beth, one of them will end up on Team Whitney. One of them will end up on Team Christian. She takes Hannah, which means Britini will go to Christian. Oops. Now, they have named them after kings, queens, diamonds, and spades, but I have not labeled that yet. Once I do my alliance chart and reveal that, that will get labeled as well. But we save this. There we go. We have saved it. You guys should now see your teams across the top there. Who is with who What do you guys think? Do you think there's one team that is stronger than the other? I really think Christian's team is really stacked with Christian, Alyssa, and Xavier, that purple team right there. Whitney's team looks really good. Claire's team is really stacked as well. I think all of them could be really good competition players. But you know what? Overall, I think the teams are really well balanced. Maybe Frenchie's team is a little lacking. Maybe just a little lacking in some of the competitions would be Frenchie's team. But we'll see. We'll see. I like it. I like the 4 teams and how they've been split up. It's not like dominated by one type of person on each team or groups. They're all really diverse, just like this cast is. And I like that. They did a really good job of making sure that one team wasn't more stacked than the other or anything like that. I think it worked out well. Good job, Big Brother. Good job, production. I was a little worried how this would work out, but I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it. It's going to be interesting, though. Will there be one team that dominates and just wins all the competitions? Will there be 2 teams that kind of team up? Right? That kind of happened. What season was that? Was that 18? Was that 18 with the returning Davon, Nicole, Frank? Was that 18 that they did another teams type thing? And certain teams ended up kind of teaming with each other. You also had that a little bit on season 11 with Jesse. You had like certain teams kind of working together. Like it was like the Brains and the Brawn, or the Jocks and the Geeks or whatever it was. They kind of ended up kind of working together as well. And even on 14, you did have like Dan's team and Britini's team kind of teaming up too. So it does end up kind of that 2 teams should kind of gravitate to each other. But we'll see how that all kind of turns out. Leo saying, Whitney's team is my favorite so far. Let's see. Whitney has Whitney, Brent, Derek X, and Hannah. That is a good, solid team. I'm not going to lie. That is a good, solid team. I agree with you there, Leo. Dana says, hard to say which is the strongest team here. I agree, right? Because all of them have different strengths. All of them have different weaknesses. I think if you were going purely on like a physical endurance type competitions, even that's tough, right? Because there's certain players that I think are better than others that are on different teams. All of them have some really smart people on their teams. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes. They're all really balanced so far. Hello there says, Whitney ruined my dreams of Sarah and Hannah being in Claire's team. Yeah, you couldn't have Sarah or Hannah on there. Although she, with the way like the picks kind of went, there wasn't much of a chance for Claire to get them either. Travis is in my favorite team. Yeah, you like Claire? You like Claire's team? Travis, I keep forgetting, is it Hayland? Hayland, I think is how he pronounces it. Tiffany and Claire. That's a good, solid team. Look, I really have two people that I really think are going to do very well. One is a little bit of a bias in Derek F. I am a little bit biased. He's from my hometown. His dad is a Philly legend, Derek F. I'm a little biased. I'm not gonna lie, right? But my second top pick is Claire. And I think we really lucked out because Claire is an alternate. If you guys don't know, originally the 16 house guests were announced, and there was a female house guest named Christie, excuse me. Christie was announced in the cast, but she sadly tested positive for the COVID virus, so she had to be pulled from the cast. Claire was her replacement as an alternate, but Claire is awesome. Everything I've heard of from Claire has made me more and more excited. She's even put together a 70-page binder of how to play Big Brother, strategies, competitions, and all that kind of stuff. And we're getting ready to jump into the HOH competition here. Let's give you guys a little look. Give you guys a little sync up here.
The HOH is the most powerful position in the house. Not only is the HOH safe the week, but
all the
he or
teams
she
now
must
together.
nominate 2 house guests for eviction. Now, in this first HOH competition, the 4 teams will be competing against each other, and the captain of the winning team will become the first HOH
So
of the summer.
it is a team
there is good news for
competition,
the
it seems here.
entire winning team.
It is a team competition, it seems like. Obviously, whoever wins HOH, their entire team is safe. Oh, Oh, it's a balance puzzle thing, kind of like we've seen in Survivor before. I like this competition. I'll give you guys a look at once the competition starts. I like this. Let me see here. Do I still have... I still have this. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find what I want here. Yeah, here's what I want. Copy that. Paste it in here so that we'll be able to give our HOH key to someone. As the competition is underway, let's give you guys a little peek at what it's like. So you can see the 3 other members of the team are holding a rope, right? That's keeping this puzzle balanced. Claire doing a good job building it on the ground first. What is this? Things are falling on them now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not an easy competition here. But I like it. I like this a lot. This is good stuff. I hope Claire doesn't disappoint. Damn, she put together a novel. I want it published. Exactly. I want it published as well. Can't believe I didn't get her. Oh, wait. Oh, it fell before Christian could get there. Oh, that was close. That was close. Let me take this off before I get in trouble from YouTube. They don't like me showing that kind of stuff. Christian almost had it, but it fell. Ooh, Frenchie looks like he has it done. Frenchie is your HOH, your first HOH of the season. His team is safe. Maybe the team that I thought was the underdogs in this competition end up pulling it out. Oh, and it's still going. The competition's still going because the last team will be the have-nots. It looks like Claire's team finished second. All right, let's update this here. Give Frenchie that HOH key. Frenchie coming out strong. Coming out real strong in this first episode here. Winning the captaincy, winning his HOH. His team will be safe for the week. Awesome. Awesome job by Frenchie. But has he put a giant target on his back now? Has he made himself... Oh, Christian's falling apart. Christian's falling apart right now as Whitney runs, hits the buzzer, and Whitney's team is the third to finish, meaning Christian's team of Christian, Alyssa, Xavier, and Sarah, they're the have-nots for the season. Well, for the week. The first have-nots. Oh boy. Oh boy. Shame, because it looked like Christian almost had it. He almost had the HOH win, but the puzzle fell. Interesting. So, Julie just said the grand prize is the biggest in the history of the game. So I believe they might be going to $1 million grand prize. We'll see. We'll see if it's actually $1 million or not. But they have said they're going to reveal the grand prize, and it's the biggest in this game's history. That's going to be awesome. Let's catch up on some chat here, because that was an exciting HOH competition. I really like that one a lot. Let's see. Derek F is hilarious. He'll have a great social game. He is staying for sure. I agree there. Hello. I agree. I like Derek a lot. I think he's got a great personality. He's, like you said, he's hilarious. I don't know if you've seen any of his TikToks. They're amazing. So yeah, I really like him for sure. Dana says, yes, I can't believe we almost didn't get her. I wonder why she didn't make the original cut. Yeah, I don't know, Dana. I guess they just liked Christie's story a little bit more, and thought she was bringing more to like the actual like character-wise. But I'm very, very happy that we got Claire. And again, yeah, I hope she doesn't disappoint either. And I agree. I want to see that binder get published. It's very similar to what Kevin Martin on BB Ken 5 did. He put together an entire binder and study guide on every question that was ever asked in Big Brother Canada history, every competition, when they normally happen, different strategies you can use to win those competitions. And he did that all in preparation for the season. I mean, spoilers for a 4-year-old season, he went on to win that show. Again, yeah, 3 sheets. Murray, the have-nots are Christian's team, the purple team right there that I have listed. Christian, Alyssa, Xavier, and Sarah, they were the final ones. And yeah, from first place to last, Dana, that's exactly how it went. Christian looked like he had it won, but his puzzle fell. And so, yeah, Dana, I'm interested to see how the twist goes, right? So what I understand is it's going to be a double or nothing offer. It's going to be like, I think it's going to be that Frankie's going to get the Frenchie is going to get the option to play or do some kind of double or nothing scenario, right? Where I think he's going to get the chance to play in next week's HOH as well. And if he doesn't take it, or if he isn't successful, he won't get to play in the next 2, maybe. But again, these are just guesses. We'll have to see how this actually turns out. And I think we're almost back. We're almost back from commercial break. And we'll see how this all goes. But this has been a great episode so far. This has been really good. I'm digging it. As we're back here.
Of the summer. As I mentioned, there will be risks and rewards lurking around every corner, and the risks and rewards start right now. Let's rejoin the house guests in the backyard. Hello again, house guests.
Looks like there's some kind of craps
As
thing
you
set
know,
up.
not only is
Oh boy. Try and show you. They're expecting the unexpected already. Once they show what he actually has to do, I'll share it with you guys. She's explaining this twist now.
life-changing $500,000 for making it to the end. Okay. But not this summer.
What?
Claire's face. Claire's
we are
face
adding $250,000 to the grand
$750,000.
That's right. The winner of Big Brother will receive $750,000.
$750,000.
Soak it in. However, there's another huge reward that could be handed out tonight.
That's big. That's big.
Frenchie, I need you to move to the red dot behind the poker chips.
Okay. Frenchie's risk reward scenarios coming up. He's already shaking his head. He doesn't want it. Could be 2 weeks of safety. All right, how's this work, Julie? How's this work? Let's see. So he's got to put those oversized dice onto the table, and they have to stay on the table, and he's got 45 seconds to do it. And if he can do this, they're safe for 2 weeks. If he doesn't do it, he's no longer HOH. I don't think he's going to take it. And if he does take it and fails, Claire will be HOH. I don't think he's going to take this. I don't think he's going to take the option. I don't think he's going to do it. I think they're going to take the guaranteed safety this week. He's thinking it over. They're giving him time to think. They're giving him some time to think about this. What would you guys do? Would you risk it and go for 2 weeks of safety? Or would you take the one guaranteed week of safety? What would you do? What would you do? That's what I want to know. 3 Sheets Marie says, Uri, apply to get in there next season. I may have applied to be in there this season, but potentially I think there's somebody who fit my role in that house just a little bit better. If you think about some of the comparisons that I have compared to some of the people in the house, I think I know why I didn't get put in and wasn't considered. But that's not for me to say. That's for them. And maybe next season, right? Maybe next season. We'll see. It's possible. I potentially do have some friends now that might be able to pull some strings, but we'll see. But yeah, what would you guys do? If you were given this offer, if you won the HOH, would you try and go for the 2 weeks of safety? Or would you go with one? Would you go with the guaranteed 1 week of safety? What would you do? I'm the type where I think I might try it, right? I think I might, just something in me would go, you know what? I think I have to give it a chance, right? I have to risk it. Because if you don't risk it, you ain't going to get that biscuit, right? But because it's not just my ass on the line, I would ask my team. I would say, look, what do you guys think? And if they didn't want it, like if they said no, let's go with the 1 week for sure, I would listen, right? But there's that little piece of me that would want to. I would really want to do it. Let's see. Leo says 1 week for sure. Dana says I wouldn't take it this early in the game. Marie says go for 2 weeks. I think I agree with you, Leo and Dana. You take the 1 week, but Marie, there's that little piece of me that says I want to try it. I want to go for it. But the smarter move is 1 week, right? 1 week would be sufficient this early in the game. 2 weeks, getting blood on your hands, ain't it? Right? That's the thing, right? You kind of maybe put a little bit of a bigger target on yourself if you do get those 2 weeks of safety. Look at Netta. We were talking about Big B Can 5 earlier. Her weeks of safety made people resent her a little bit. I feel like I was lucky enough to win HOH, so I wouldn't want to risk my luck again. I get that, Leo. I get that. Here we go. Frenchie's going to be making his decision. What is he going to say?
I've never offered this to a house guest. So, are you going to play or are you going to pass?
Julie, some things are more important than a game, and I miss my family. I'm keeping the HOH.
He's keeping the HOH.
All right, but Frenchie, hang on. And everyone, aren't we all just kind of curious how Frenchie would have happened?
Oh, they're going to make him do it anyway. They're going to make him do it anyway.
Two.
I would toss these things way off. I would not try. I would not try at all. I think he's got the strategy though. You do a backspin on it, right? Like how he's spinning it backwards. That's what you want to do. Oh yeah, look at that thing stay right on there. He would have nailed this. Oh, that second one's the hard one. That second one's the hard one there. He needs to get it a little bit further, right? Like if he would have got that first one a little further, he would have had a much better shot at doing this. And I think at this point he might be throwing it. I don't think he's trying as hard as he really could. He might have just set it up where he would have got it there. No, it bounces. Bounces off. Oh, he would have got it. He would have got it with 2 seconds. And they would have had 2 weeks of safety. They would have had 2 weeks of safety. You know what, though? I think he made the right choice. I think he made the right choice, right? Sticking with it. Sticking with the plan, not going too crazy, right? You want to keep that guarantee, right? It's that idea of don't leave your for sure money for more money, because then you end up with no money, right? Like you wanna make sure you got what you got, right? Don't push your luck too far. Lewis says, to be fair, I wouldn't even get the first one on, so kudos to him. Yeah, he did a good job. And again, I think he had the right strategy. That's what you wanted to do. You wanted that like backspin as you threw it, right? So it spun back. They're telling us here to go and sign up for the live feeds on Paramount Plus. You can do that. They're also promoting Love Island, which I know some people are big fans of. Not me personally. But there will be live feeds tonight. Yes, Marie, let's go. That is the end of the episode. But not the end of our coverage here right now. I want to hear from you guys. What? Oh, wait here. Let's take that little peek in as they show off the memory wall. Everybody's going on into the house. Frenchie, that first HOH there. Everyone's so excited to be in there. I'm excited for live feeds tonight. Now, we have our teams, right? We have our teams. And let me ask you guys. We talked earlier, right, about who we liked, what teams we liked, right? You're Frenchie now. You have to nominate 2 people. Who do you nominate, right? Like, who do you nominate, right? Who do you piss off this early? I don't know if there's a good answer for this or not. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. Now, again, we do have live feeds tonight. I believe they're going to be starting sometime around probably midnight, 1 a.m. East Coast time, probably right after the West Coast episode is over. That's when they will launch the live feeds. At that point, I will probably be live over on Twitch. Let me grab the link here again, and I will share it with you guys. Just a second. Because in just about an hour, I'm going to be going live on Twitch. We're going to be playing some games with some friends, probably talking about the live feeds, probably talking about the episode, what we like so far of the season, but also playing some games. And if you aren't following me over on Twitch, it's a good idea to do so, because I have been pretty active over there as well, playing all different kinds of games, things like Fortnite, but also Among Us, this game called Goose Goose Duck, who on Saturday nights I usually play with Alex O from BB19. So yeah, it's a good time. If you're not following me over on Twitch, it's a good time to do so now. Because I will be live there in just about an hour's time. Now, how long I'll stay live on there, we'll see. It depends on if the live feeds come on while I'm still on for me, but we'll see. Hermit says live feeds in 3 hours and 11 minutes. So that will be 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so about 12:30 midnight, sometime around then, is when they'll go live. I'll probably be live still on Twitch, so you can join me over there, and we'll kind of be able to see them come on together. Let's see. Glad he kept the safety. No guarantee that it would have went the same way with the pressure. Exactly, Karen. That is a great point. That is a great point. Once that pressure gets pushed in, you don't know. You don't know how you're going to perform under that pressure. He did have that freedom of not feeling that pressure as he went for it, right? So who knows how it would have went. Horsefeather says, I'm in Illinois. Would it be midnight for me for live feed? So Illinois, I think you guys are like 1 hour ahead or behind, right? So it might be around like 11:30 your time potentially for the live feeds. But yeah, your best bet, right? If you want to know exactly when the live feeds are going to be coming on, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it on a second screen as I'm playing games in a little bit, waiting for them to come on. And as soon as they do come on, I'm going to be on there talking about it, letting you guys know that they're on. Also, another good thing to do is to follow me on Twitter. Let me post this up in the chat as well. To keep up on all the updates on whether I'm going live here on YouTube, whether I'm live on Twitch. When I post a new video, I put it out on my Twitter as well. Twitter's probably the best place to keep track of all the things going on in the Ori universe. But yeah, this was a great night. I really enjoyed the competition. I really like how the teams turned out. I'm very happy with just overall the cast, the house, the whole theme, the feel. Everything is going really well so far. I'm getting those good vibes from this season, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this season goes. Remember to always like this video if you enjoyed it. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, right? You will never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. And again, like I said, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch so you can keep track of everything going on in the Ori universe. Hello there says she followed. Let's see. I don't get why the house isn't casino themed. I think they do have a little bit of a casino theme going on, but I do like that ocean theme. Karen says that she's following. Would it be easy to nom folks from the last place team or potentially to date? That's a good option, right, Dana? That could be a good way to go. Horse says, thanks, and thank you all, right? Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this. And again, I will see you all on Twitch in just a few. Take care, guys.